Hello, hello, hello. What is up? What is up? What is up? I am Belinda Little, aka Sparkle, and this week I'm coming to you with a video to show you all about my surgery with CG Cosmetics. Remember, I'm getting a extended tummy tuck, muscle repair, and lipo to the flanks. So this video is going to be about my pre-op and a couple of days of recovery. So stay tuned. Go ahead and roll that intro. So today's the big day, December 9th, 2020. Yesterday I went to pre-op. I'm going to just give you a tidbit about that because I think I'm going to do a whole video by itself of my review of CG Cosmetics. So my pre-op yesterday consisted me of getting there about 1-ish and having my temperature taken and making sure I was on the list. Had to fill out some forms, and then from there were 4 stages that I had to go through as far as CG Cosmetics. The first one was making payment for my drug screen and COVID test. Everything there has to be paid in cash. Everything. They have an ATM out front, but they let you know ahead of time. Everything has to be paid in cash. So the drug test and the COVID test was $100. After you make your payments and purchase, if you're going to purchase any garments or products or massages, all that is done in that first step. Next step after that is actually doing your COVID test. And it's a simple finger stick. I barely even felt it. She got it out, put it in this little thing, looked like a pregnancy test, and then dropped some formula, white stuff in it, and it gives you a result immediately. And it was negative. Wonderful. So then after that, you go back out and you wait again. So then the third step is the financial. The financial part of it is having to show all your credit cards. If you don't have the credit card anymore, you got to show your bank statement. If anybody helped you pay for the surgery, they need to be there and sign for everything and show them their cards as well. The killer part about that is because of COVID, the space is very limited, so they can't come in. And even though they're constantly seeing people, for you to go from phase 1 to the 3, it's a lengthy process. They tell you you're going to be there anywhere from 4 to 5 hours, and they mean it. So I highly recommend you eat and take a bottle of something to drink in your purse, and maybe a snack or two if you think you're going to get hungry later, because I really don't recommend you leaving, because it could be at that very point they come out and call you, and then of course they'll see you when you get back, but now you've taken more time. So my husband, who paid for a couple of my payments with his card, wasn't able to make it due to his job and COVID restrictions. So we were able to get a waiver and take front and back copies of his credit card, as well as his driver license, as well as statements saying that we used his card to make the payments. So after the financial is the medical part. Now this is where, if you haven't done any of your labs, which I highly recommend getting all your labs done at home with your primary doctor and use your insurance, because at that point you're just going to pay your $20, $30, $40 copay, whatever it is. If you get them done there, you're going to pay a few $100s because you have to get blood work done, EKG, and they have to release you to be able to have surgery. And so we're talking more time and more money. So if you are using the surgery center, I highly recommend you getting your labs and everything done beforehand, and then that way you don't have to worry about that once you get to that part. I had everything done, but I had to redo my EKG and pay $40 for my EKG, because even though my doctor said my EKG was fine, my cardiologist said my EKG was fine, they said there was an error. So whatever. So I went ahead and paid for the EKG and had an EKG, and guess what? It was perfect, like the other one was. But oh well, like I said, I'm going to give a whole review of CJ Cosmetics when it's all said and done, because we're still going through the process. They have you sign a 56-page document. I think there's probably about 15, 16 signatures in there, and you don't have time to read any of it. And so what I did was, of course, you get emailed this document. And once you get emailed this document, I highly recommend you get home or wherever and you go through that document with the fine-tooth comb, because it is pretty much your contract as far as what's going to be done, your payment, as well as your post-operative care. That's the most important, is having your post-operative care. And so telling you what medications you need to take and everything like that. So I have that ahead of time. So today is surgery day, and it's not till 8 o'clock tonight, even though it was supposed to be at 11. They changed me to 11 o'clock tonight. So I have to be up there at 7:30. So gonna do some running around today, and then come back and re-shower again and get ready for surgery tonight. My stomach, I got a little bit of butterflies. I think I'm just more so ready to get it over with. I have like about 5 pillows back there to go under my leg and behind me. I have a couple of more that I have just in case I need it. I have my table full of, just ready for my pain pills, muscle relaxers. It already has my cough drops and my cup set up and just different things like that. So I'm ready. So I don't know how much I'm going to be able to record here, but I am at surgery. It is not quite 8 o'clock, but it's going to be starting here pretty soon. I have on my compression socks and my head cover and my mask. So it's about to get started, guys. It's getting real. I'm kind of nervous, but I'm ready to get it over with. So I'll see you guys on the flat side. Okay, so Dr. Loessin just came in, and I asked him about how many pounds did he think, I actually asked him, would he tell me how many he removed, and he said based on the markings, he thinks possibly 5 to 10 pounds. So I won't know until post-op how many pounds they remove and how many inches my muscles have separated. But I'm all marked up and ready to go. So the next step is the anesthesiologist is to come in and get me all connected. So I am out of surgery and back at the hotel room, thanks to my lovely nurse. And surgery was about an hour and a half or so, and I'm up. Took my pain meds, took my nausea medicine, and so far so good. So I will see how the next couple of days go. I don't know what I look like under there. I can't tell if I feel flat or not because I'm all in a binder. But tomorrow I go to PostOp, so they'll tell me what was removed and all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and talk about PostOp. I went to the doctor and I thought I had busted a stitch or something, but what it was is that my drain, it was full, and therefore since it wasn't going down the tube, it was coming out the side. So it wasn't anything to panic about. Like I said, it wasn't hurting. I wasn't freaking out about it. I knew it was something that could be fixed really quick. So the doctor showed me how to clean the tube to get it down so it doesn't back up again. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. I think they call it milking the tube. I'm gonna show you guys real quick what I'm talking about. So, and then also show you what I'm working with in terms of this binder that I have. I hate this binder. It's like not long enough, so I can't wait to get home and get the binder I ordered that's going to be longer and probably have more compression. I know it's going to have more compression than what this has, but this is working. This is what they put on me right after surgery. So moving slow. I'm only 2 days post-op, so you may not see my face, but hopefully you hear me. I don't have my mic. I'm in a hotel, just kind of making this work. So this is the binder that they have me in, and it comes down, and I have my panties pulled over it. I have the tubes kind of going through and up, and then they're clipped on the binder. So it's not quite time to empty this, but I'm going to show you a little bit what I mean in terms of milking the line, just in case anybody out there who has this and they're like, oh, my incision is busted. It's more than likely your line. So let me see if I can get closer. Here we go. So you're just going to, and I'm going to pull, this line is long. I'm pulling it out of my pants, and it probably is time for me to empty this, and I'll do that in just a few. But you're just going to actually start up here. Make sure your hands are wet or greasy, and you're going to pull it down like so, and try and do it in as smooth as possible to get the blood and different stuff down the drain and get it in there like so. So it's still draining a lot. My right side is draining more than my left side. My left side was actually draining more than my right the first day, so I'm guessing it's playing catch up. But after like the first few days, I shouldn't be draining as much. And I actually haven't drained it today since cleaning and changing my and doing my massage. So I'll do that. I'll empty that in just a few. But so I just kind of clip this back up here, pull this up, and I'm normally in a muumuu. I have my muumuu. You can see it back there. I'm usually in a muumuu because it's just easier to be in a gown as opposed to pants, but I felt like putting on something different, and so t-shirt and leggings it is. So, but they're comfy, they're not tight whatsoever. But like I said, I really want to get my binder I have at home because it's longer and it's going to get more compression, and but for now this is what they put on you and expect you to wear it for a week. I take sponge baths while my drains are in, and once my drains come out, then I'll be able to take a complete shower. I'll know when I can take my drains out once this bulb, and I'll show you the one that's empty just in case you're a little squeamish. Once this bulb is only filling up to 25%, 2 days in a row, not 25%, 25, whatever, 2 days in a row, then I can have the drains removed. And of course, I'll show you guys when I get that done. And hopefully that's Wednesday or Thursday. They say 7 to 10 days. And of course, it all depends on your body. You could have them in longer. I've read in some groups where people have had them in as easy as 2, 3, 4 weeks or longer. So fingers crossed that I only have mine in for 7 to 10 days maximum. I will show you the before and after, and keep in mind I am extremely swollen. This picture was taken yesterday when I went right after post-op, so extremely swollen, and it's not going to do anything but shrink more once I get all this fluid and everything out of my system. So I'm giving myself lymphatic massages using my THC and emu oil, and I'm doing that twice a day, in the morning and then at night, and it's been helping. My pain has been minimal. I'm walking slow. I'm not walking bent over like they say most people are. So I had to ask my doctor, did you fix it? Did you do my muscle repair? Because like I'm not bent over. And he was like, you know, everybody is different, so you're fine. Yeah, we did it. They removed 5 to 10 pounds. He didn't tell me exactly, but it was 5 to 10 pounds of skin and fat that they removed for my tummy tuck. So that's pretty much how it's been. I'm spend most of my time laying down in the bed with my legs propped, me leaning back, so I'm not putting pressure on my incision. I'm drinking a lot of fluids, Powerade Zero, bone broth, and today I got a real meal, some wonderful chicken from We Shuckin', and some greens and mac and cheese. So I nibbled on that, and I'll probably be nibbling on it for a day or two. But that was good. And pain meds, I'm not taking any Percocet. I'm taking Tylenol extra strength and my muscle relaxant. That's, you know, pretty much. During the day I take the extra strength Tylenol, and by the end of the day I take the muscle relaxer because it helps me sleep. And you know, since I am kind of sitting and laying not the best, not the way I like to, the muscle relaxant helps at the end of the day. So that's all I'm taking, and I'm feeling good. I can't wait to see what these results are going to be in the end. So I'm excited. But next week I'll be doing the video showing you my lymphatic massage, the massages that I do, how I take care of my belly button, and hopefully removing the drains. So of course a video is coming at you next Saturday, and to see what this is all about, and if there's anything in between, I may drop a video on Wednesday, because I may do a video giving an insight into CG Cosmetics, which is where I had my surgery. My doctor was amazing. So I may drop a video on just my review of CG Cosmetics and what to expect during that process. So I hope this is helpful. Make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications and share this with somebody. And if you have any questions about anything in my procedure, feel free to comment and I will respond and answer your questions. Okay? So until next time, you know how we do it. Deuces.